This first stretch is called a pass-through. So you want to go with a palm down grip and your arms out nice and wide on your dowel rod. And basically rotate the dowel rod from front of the thigh to the back of the thighs. Next we have figure eights. Again, with a palm down grip over the dowel rod, you're going to wrap it around your body from the front of the thighs back to back behind the shoulders. Next is overhead squat. You're going to position the dowel rod over the head, arms extended and elbows locked out. Feet can either be hip width or shoulder width apart. Basically pull back into a squat, sitting into your hips, keeping your weight on the big toe, small toe heel of the feet, and your chest upright. Next we have dowel rod good mornings. With this exercise, you're going to start with your knees slightly flexed, chest up, and basically you're going to execute the movement by pushing your hips back to the wall behind you. So you're going to function in closing the hips and opening the hips, or flexing and extending at the hips, all while keeping your back neutral. Next we have good morning rotations. The PVC pipe is placed on your back. Again, hands out wide, elbows down. In the bottom portion of the glute bridge position, you are going to rotate that dowel rod from side to side, trying to aim the edge of the dowel rod up towards the ceiling. As you can see here, your opposite hip and knee are going to rotate inward just a touch as you rotate up towards the ceiling with the dowel rod. Next, we're going to start a series of 3 lunges with rotation in order to open up the hips, activate the glutes, and to just warm up that T-spine. This first one is lunge forward with rotation as you plant forward into that lunge, again landing on the big toe, small toe heel. You're going to rotate your torso over that leg that is up. Your goal is to stabilize the lower body at the bottom portion of the lunge and not allow that knee to turn inward or outward as you rotate your torso at the bottom of the movement. Your goal is to stay nice and upright through your torso as you plant, sink into the hip, stabilize at the lower body, and then rotate at the upper body, bringing the shoulders as far as you can while stabilizing the lower body in the bottom of the movement. All right, the next lunge is a lateral lunge with a lean. So start with that dowel rod pressed overhead, your feet together, and then you're going to step out into a lateral lunge. When you step out, ensure that your hip, your knee, and your ankle are all stacked on top of each other. Once at the bottom portion of that lift and you stabilize, you're going to lean just to activate the obliques, stretch them out on one side. Then you're going to switch and do the same thing on the other side. Dowel rod pressed over the head, a step to where the hip, knee, and ankle are all stacked on top of each other. Weight goes back through the hip. You're going to stabilize at the bottom, and then a gentle stretch by doing a lean to the side with the dowel rod. Again, here from the side view on that lateral lunge, and lean. I want to ensure that as I do step out and plant my knee under my hip, my ankle under my knee, that I keep everything facing forward. I'm not allowing my toes to turn out to the side. This third and final lunge in the series is called a quarter reverse lunge. This one's a big hip opener. So what you're going to do is start with your feet and your body and everything facing forward. Leave your left foot where it is, step back at about a 45-degree angle, or say about 5 o'clock with that back foot. When you're placing weight into that back foot, think of placing the majority of the weight on the heel as you sit into the hip versus the ball of the foot. You don't want the knee to shove over the ball of the foot. Okay, as seen in this side view here of the quarter reverse lunge, we're just keeping that dowel rod over the head in this instance, just so we can focus on executing the form well.